It's the real spiel. Sitting out here in a very beautiful area. This is, where do you think I am? Looks like Miami out here, doesn't it? California, Maui. Nope. This is Toronto, Canada. Look at us. We out here just looking like we just on the beach. That's it. Listen to me, man. Donald Trump just got indicted again in the state of Georgia. Huh. Why is that good old boy getting indicted so many times? You want me to tell you why? Do you want me to explain to you what's going on with Mr. Trump and why Donald is being so passionately pursued? They probably would have left Donald alone if he wasn't trying to run again. But there's a problem. And the problem is that they don't believe Donald is going to win. And the Republicans desperately need to replace Mr. Biden. There's a massive agenda going on to remove Biden. And the political agenda is very simple. It's about money. And this one race actually is going to take a backseat to money. There's a strong push from Republican conservatives, and good morning to you all. There's a strong push to Republican conservatives to initiate the greatest wealth transfer in modern history, and this is going to be something that's right in front of you. You've all seen it. But right now they're creating money. They're creating actually currency out of nothing. They're creating currency out of nothing. The big crypto rage, the crypto fix is in. I will let you guys know this. The crypto fix is in, and Biden is not facilitating any type of appropriate regulation or accommodation in respect to cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is the next great $1 trillion wealth transfer from, listen to this, from the poor back to the rich, because what you're being sold is a bag of nothing. Imagine that you and I put together a plan to invent money, and so we get a couple of eggheads on board, and we create a digital platform with coins, and we call them Dell coins, and we say that our Dell coins are backed by African gold, and that sooner or later everybody's going to be using Dell coins, and they're digital currency, and we go and we try to do some online gambling where people are accepting Dell coins, and we do random things. We create video games, and we create video games where the reward systems are in Dell coins, and people can trade in Dell coins, and all of a sudden we have this virtual Dell coin market, and somehow those Dell coins are going to translate into becoming actual real currency. And that's what we're selling. Well, that's what's going on right now. Why you want to know? Name for now. Okay, well, thank you very much for telling me that, man. You took a long time to tell you that. Why you want to know? I get it now. Thank you very much. Jeez, you took a long time to tell me that. Appreciate you. Why you want to know? That's actually very ingenious how you did that. But so what's going on is Trump is a problem because they want to get DeSantis in there really badly. DeSantis fits the model of conservative white supremacy. He's going to actually carry water for crypto regulation and allow these bandits, these new age robber barons, to steal every penny out of your pockets. If you guys are investing in cryptocurrency, let me tell you something. 99% of you are going to lose your shirt. That one out of 100 persons he's gonna guess right, but 99% of you are going to go back to the Stone Ages of a feudal landlord system, you better run like hell from that stuff, because that's a fix. And that is only built, that's a Ponzi scheme built for government, Ponzi scheme built for the affluent and the rich, and only certain people are allowed to play. Everything they told you about crypto is a lie, because initially it was deregulation, decentralization, no government control. That's what they sold you. Now it's completely the opposite. Now they're saying it's absolute regulation, centralization, government control. They're telling you the complete opposite of what the entire blockchain concept was created for. And I tell you right now, Biden's not helping that process, and they need to get him out. And that's a $1 trillion industry that's going to open up a new category of wealth, because you can snap your fingers and create money out of nothing. That's what's happening right now. The craze for crypto is that people know that, wow, we can create new money out of nothing. We can literally keep our American dollar. We can keep our central banking system. We can keep our Federal Reserve, but we can create a whole new currency called digital currency. And stupid people will run to this thing just like they ran to the whole tech bubble and believe that they're about to be billionaires again. Companies are being created out of nothing, out of thin air. I can't tell you how many new CEOs are running around between the ages of 26 and 35 who have created digital platforms, digital trading spaces, digital coins, digital video games. And in fact, there's people who are creating real things and they're selling them as NFTs, right? They're literally saying you can buy a portion of this and all of you own it. It could be a picture, it could be a crystal. There's a lot of things going on. And let me tell you something. There's got to be a reason why they're chasing Trump. And the reason is not just because they don't like Donald. It's much bigger than that, right? It's what Donald represents. Donald is standing in the way, right? He's standing in the way of a DeSantis move. And DeSantis is the guy that they want to be, the baby, because they believe DeSantis really is going to he's definitely going to destabilize Biden. They think if it's a Biden and DeSantis race, DeSantis wins. But if it's a Biden-Trump race, Biden wins. And they're not confident that Trump's base is not going to put him in position to be the Republican nominee. This is a funny conversation, because the Republicans are not confident that Trump can beat that DeSantis can beat Trump for the Republican nomination, but they are confident that DeSantis can beat Biden for the presidency, because they know that Trump will not beat Biden for the presidency, because people of good conscience simply will not put this guy back in office. And so they have to now do the incredible. The Republican Party is simply eating its own. This is Georgia. This is the state of Georgia. Okay, this is Georgia. These are the Bible Belt people. These are his southern. That's his southern base. Those people are the ones coming for his behind. And I'm telling you why. Because he is going to be standing in the way of something that's the chips have already been cashed. If you try to connect, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just a theorist. But if you put together Sam Bankman-Fried, if you put together DeSantis, you put together crypto, you put all that together, you put all that stuff together, there is coming a new phase of wealth that the world has never seen, and it's going to be in cryptocurrency. And America's going to try to lead the charge for it, but it's extremely difficult right now. America is one of the hardest places right now to deal with in respect to regulation of cryptocurrency. Every state is different. There's always a different watchdog doing a different thing. What their hope is that DeSantis comes in here and executive orders the whole thing across the board. So they need a grand champion for this, and I believe DeSantis is the grand champion for the new crypto wave. They also believe that Trump will not carry water for that. So we have a lot of things happening here, but because you have to look at it and say, why the heck are they still pursuing Trump? Why? Why are they still pursuing this guy? They loved him. He was the great white hope. Now they're chasing him down like a dog. Well, couldn't have happened to a better guy. And I ain't crying no crocodile tears for that brother. He's going to have to deal with what he's going to have to deal with. But this is the Republican Party definitely eating their own. How are you guys doing this morning? Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I know some of this stuff is a little highfalutin, but do your research. Look into it yourself. Look into all of these new up-and-coming crypto stocks. All these up-and-coming. They're doing a lot of things with crypto right now. And I'm telling you straight, stay the hell away from it. Don't let anybody drag you down, because they'll take all your life savings away from you. Don't let anybody drag you into that. The only cryptocurrency that's going to exist is a cryptocurrency that is run by the United States government. And if you gamble on anything else, you're going to lose your shirt. You're going to lose your shirt. Don't do it to yourself. There's a lot of them running around. There's Unicoin. We all know about Bitcoin, Coinbase. There's all kinds of stuff running around right now. All these guys are looking for government regulation. And what does government regulation means? It means you're paying off big government to make your coin the chief coin. You're paying them off. It's a payoff. It's a wealth transfer scheme. These guys are going to basically corner the market in their own digital currency that they create out of nothing. And it's not going to be by magic. It's not going to be by the marketplace pushing to say which currency is going to be the current. No, it's not going to be any of those things. It's going to be government doing it, just like always. And don't let anybody convince you otherwise. The entire crypto market has changed course. And I'm telling you right now, DeSantis is the one emperor they need to cause crypto to be the dominant underlying currency. And this is what it's going to be very simple. Cryptocurrency is going to be backed by the US dollar. And there it is. And you have a cryptocurrency set up. If we stay out of the politics and let them do as they want, Christ will be here sooner. It's when we are truly in our worst condition. We cry out to God and repent. So let them. I understand the sentiment, but our job is to be salt. And you can't stay out of the politics. Jesus was extremely political. Every prophet was extremely political. Spoke to kings. They spoke to kings. They spoke to kings. They were military leaders. They were political leaders, civilly and otherwise. They were ambassadors for their people. There is no such thing as Christianity that is silent in the midst of any political agenda of the world. We have been left in the world so that God would not destroy the world, and we have to speak to the world. The world requires us. It requires our voice. It requires our instruction. It requires our tutelage. It requires our leadership. And I don't believe that we sit back and wait. I think that's what the church has done. This is why the gay community is so strong. This is why there's going to be very soon very legalized pedophilia. This is why they've legalized drugs, marijuana, all over the world, Amsterdam and all these other places, because the church has sat back and said, we'll wait for Jesus to come. This is our world, it's not theirs. We are not of this world, but there's a new world coming that the Bible says that we shall judge angels. We are the overseers. We are the watchers on the wall. And we have to cry out when we see things coming. It's our job, right? It's our job. So I know these things are bigger than sometimes the conversations that we have here, but I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing and how I'm drawing the dots and what I'm comparing things to. There's a lot going on with simply Donald and what's taking place in this upcoming election, and there's a lot going on with DeSantis. And I'm telling you, Sam Bankman-Fried, however you want to say his name, he has a lot to do with it. And this underlying new economy that's coming, it's the new thing. I'm telling you, it's the new thing. Digital currency is coming to be a staple in society, but it will be backed by the American government. It's not going to be no independent. They're not going to let some little curly head little nerd just run the world with his own digital currency. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. That experiment's been over. Uh, the Zuckerbergs and that, you're not going to see those guys arise anymore. Those guys are going to work for the government now. Those guys are going to be federal agents, because they're not going to let these little smart kids come up with new innovation that they take off and become multi-billionaires like they did before. They underestimated those guys. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it Elon Musk. They're not going to do it. All those guys are going to become federal agents. All those guys are going to fall in line and behave themselves. And Trump is the only guy left who's not falling in line and behaving himself. DeSantis is going to fall in line and behave himself and do what he's told. And they know that, right? They're waiting for the old guard to leave. They don't want another term of Biden, but they know they're going to put that geriatric old senile man right back in office if Donald Trump is the nominee for the Republican Party. They're going to put that guy right back in office. There's no chance of making Donald the president again for 4 years to do whatever Donald wants to do, because he's a loose cannon. He can't be controlled by his party, right? He's beholden to no one. So he's the loosest cannon in the cannon store. He's the one that they can't figure out, and they don't want to put that guy in any position. So they're gonna keep throwing things at him, and he will get indicted, and he will serve some time, and they'll make sure that he can't run. And watch for this demon named DeSantis to float into the Republican nomination, and then the fight is on. Then the true fight is on, because there's no way anybody's voting for Biden again when DeSantis, in all his competencies, is sitting there, So, you guys tell me what you think. 17 minutes of fun. I hope you think about it and tell me what you think. But 18 other people with Donald Trump have been indicted in respect to conspiring to overthrow the election which he lost, and he conspired to somehow overthrow it, to somehow overthrow the government. This guy is thinking out of the box. This guy thinks he's Napoleon. And so this is, again, what makes Donald so dangerous, is because his connections aren't just domestic. Donald will happily hand over the America to Putin just so he can be the emperor of the U.S. Because Donald's not a joke. So they're not playing with him, and they know they can't handle him. They know that Donald's going to do what Donald's going to do. He'll executive order you to death, and the Republican Party has no power, no control over that guy whatsoever. So God bless you guys. That's 18 minutes of fun. I'm gonna come back again, but think of what I said, and have an amazing day. To all the Cyclopses that are in the building, share this, talk to somebody about it, examine it, see what you think, and I'll listen to hear back from you. Me and my boy Herman Rome are probably going to come back on Friday, pick a topic, and come firing shots after shots at you for 30 minutes. Here we go. Julio from Denver. What are your true thoughts about downsizing our government? One party, one people, limiting age limits and term? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't agree with that at all. We need more. If anything, America needs more parties. I don't believe in downsizing government, because downsizing government turns you into a dictatorship. You need more parties. You need more legislative power across the board. People from 14 years and up should be able to vote. Should be able to vote for party leadership and be able to vote in the election from 14 years old. Age limits. You're talking about the age of a person running. I'm not worried about how old a person is to run. Terms. I think you guys should have unlimited terms. I don't agree that somebody should just run for 2 terms. If the people want that person to stay in leadership, let them stay. Term limits should be broken up. I think there should be no term limit at all. If the people keep electing you, you should stay there. A term limit, to me, I don't think that's necessary. Barack Obama still be the president right now, in my opinion. Barack, this might have been the first year he's been challenged. Barack would still be the president. Now, term limits to me, it just pushes good people out because bad people are going to, just like we saw with Donald Trump, a bad president, he'll only serve one term and he's gone. Um, so both sides are very corrupt, don't want a part of that anymore. The problem is that the only choices you have is Republican or Democrat, right? And black people are picking their poison when it comes to those particular parties, and so is everybody else. And you see people, change completely to appease to these particular parties, and it's kind of sickening to me. So I like what Cornel West is doing. I like that he's running for a party that's not a main party, but look at the infrastructure that he has to run within. There's no infrastructure there. There's no he first of all, he declared for election running for a party that didn't have the capacity to vote in most states, right? That's so silly. And then he tried to translate to the Green Party. We need our own party. We need a black party, period. And should be that simple. Shouldn't be very difficult. How can we have no representation of a political party in America after all these years? Black people are still voting Democrat or Republican? It doesn't make sense. So that has to change. Your two-party system is broken, and it's crazy. DeSantis is backed by Soros. I don't know. Everybody's supposed to. This Soros guy must be Satan because he backs everything according. Like he must have so much money to throw away. I don't. The George Soros conspiracy. I don't buy any of it. I don't buy none of it. That guy's he's been given credit for so much stuff that he's probably not even aware of. DeSantis is being backed by the Republican Party. He's been backed by white supremacists. And you can't. I don't think we can have it both ways because Soros is supposed to be a liberal, but now he's backing a Republican, a conservative Republican. I don't know. So those things don't make sense to me. I think that they gave Soros a whole lot of credit that he doesn't deserve. DeSantis is being backed by big business and big money because the fix is in, and they know that they just got to get Donald out of the picture. So, anyways, that's my time. I agree there should be no term limits. If this country was truly democratic society, it's true. If the country's democratic, then when did America have a good president? I'm not touching that one. Maybe FDR. Maybe the best president you guys ever had was FDR, to be honest with you. Maybe the smartest president. I think Barack was very smart, but Barack didn't use his intelligence at all. At all. Like all of his ingenuity and his intelligence, he didn't use a lot of it. He had a very small agenda, and he kept his agenda very small. And he accomplished very little. But I still think he's one of the most brilliant men that's ever sat in that office. I just think he didn't use it for everything he could have, and I think we could have given him some more time. It might have worked out. He might have grown into his leadership a little better, But yeah, everyone is backed by everyone. These guys are spreading their bet around everybody. They're putting a little money in the kitty everywhere. But Sam Bankman-Fried. That guy paid for his freedom long time. The fix is in, bro. He didn't only just pay for his freedom, he cemented himself into this new digital wave that's coming, and he's not an idiot. And this thing goes all the way back to Israel. We know his connections there, his family connections there. So we know Israel's propensity for financial manipulation. So that digital currency that's coming, you can best believe that those Israeli Jews will control it, and America. and it's going to be very interesting. And they know it's coming. Putin and all those guys know it's coming. Every one of those guys, they know it's coming. That's why they're trying to make sure they separate themselves from what's going on in the U.S. They know it's coming. And sooner or later, they're going to force people to have to use this digital currency. It's coming right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now. And it's going to happen with inducements. They're going to tell you, you can make $50,000 American money, or you can make $72,000 in digital currency. They're going to give you incentives, and you're going to use it. You'll see. We'll talk soon. God bless you. This is Del K. Brereton, and this is The Real Spiel.